Hello, it's Greta, and welcome to Game 3 of SouL versus SCC-C. So the South Americans against SCC-C. And there we go. We have a 2v2 on Fortress 2.0, which is a map I hadn't really seen, which looks like a slim version of LT or whatever, and very cool looking bridges and all that kind of bridges. That was a gate, of course. Doors! It has doors. I don't know how they work. Anyway. It's quite impressive. And there we go. We have Love and Ultra versus LittleChava and Slurmey K, respectively from SouL and from SCC-C. Now, of course, in the lineup, they are reversed, so that makes it very simple. Anyway, we have AT and Z versus AT and Z. There we are. Of course, the more favored in 2v2 matchups, there was a whole hubbub about the 2v2, not allowing double races, not allowing random. Guys, listen, this tournament is to try and revitalize the scene. This is try and get some teams together, get them to play, and, you know, introduce some new players, introduce them to a tournament format, because it takes some guts to actually say, yes, let's play in a tournament, yeah? A tournament is quite important. And of course, show yourself and allow yourself to be casted like this. So that's why I will be very kind. I mean, it's 2-0 right now to SouL. But SEC, yes, were, let's call them the lesser players, but they did show understanding and they were doing the builds, they were doing everything correctly, except, you know, not enough to win. But that's not what Brood War is about. Brood War is about playing the game and trying to beat the game better than your opponent does. Not necessarily actually winning the game. That comes much later. Winning games, oh wow, look. They are going for exactly the same build. And exactly the same timing. But yeah, right. It's important to be in a team and actually play the game. Whether or not you win is not really important at this point. You want to grow the scene, you want to be there, you want to be part of it. That's the most important thing. Right now, again, almost synchronized here. Slurmey a little later. But pretty much a mirror going on here. We have the first lings out. They are chasing SEV. They are chasing SEV. Sadly, these guys... No, actually... What? 5 and no hits. But, yeah. That's the only difference here. I must say, just on this alone, Slurmey will sadly lose because his SEV is damaged. Whereas Ultra's isn't. Simple. Simple math. So there we go. These lings are still hopping around, but we do see a bit of a convergence to war. No, we have nothing here. This is the thing. The Zergs attack. The Terrans don't. They sit and cower behind their little walls. SUV still taunting a little bit. In terms of speed is almost done. Speed is done. They are very much... And this is basically a ZVZ at this point. And that means it can be over in a blink of an eye. This micro is really important. The SUV goes down. And how's the positioning here? Going to back off. While the lair goes up, and here we have the deviation. We have a second hatchery. Here we have the lair. This might be critical, as the volume of Zerglings might diminish for Chava here. The dancing of Lings still there. We have the first Vulture coming to aid, and this is critical. This is a critical difference, and here comes the attack. That Vulture, though, is going to wreak havoc the top side here. Oh no, he's going to hold. He is going to hold. The top concave was a bit better. Flanking there. Oh, the Vulture actually going down. Nicely played from Chava. Very nice positioning there. I thought that was going to be it. But sadly, that's not the end of it. There's a sunken colony building. Not a lot of drones here. Not a lot of drones indeed. And the sunken is there, but the drones are going to go down if he's not careful. He's not focusing the drones. He's going for the sunken colony. The Vulture, however, is going to go behind the mineral lines outside of range of the Sunken Colony. He needs help. He needs some desperate help, but instead, Slurmey is going for the expansion. He is sending 2 Marines, but that's not the game we're playing here. Yeah, the Vulture has this done. He needs to attack with the drones, and the micro is there to take this down. That's really unfortunate. Well played from a LittleChava here. Weathering the storm against, well, basically his potential counter. But he is going to leave the game here, and it's really, yeah, I must say, Slurmey going for the expansion right there when it was clearly a rush game. Building these Marines, the Marines are quite useless when your opponent's already gone Vultures. We have tanks, we have siege, yes. We also, however, have 2 players who are macroing their little hearts out, and there is no way in hell that he's going to hold this. The siege tank is up. Bazala is dead. Morling's going to come in. The only saving grace would have been, yeah, spider mines. But they're still a long way off. Here comes the attack. Too many Zerglings, no splash. Well, only the splash damage from the tank is going to aid in killing his own siege tanks. Goliaths now going in, and Slurmey GG is out. That's 3-0 to SouL. SCC-C does not manage to make a dent in the South American wall, let's say. And there we go. First set done. Many more to come. This is going to be interesting to cast. And again, I don't mind that this was a walkover. This was, I mean, yeah, brilliant display here. Sadly, you know, in 2v2, it's mostly about the rushes. If he would have held, it would have been fine. But no, 2v, especially against the caliber of player here, quite clear that they would have, a little bit of support, a couple of vultures, would have made a whole lot of a difference. And then, yeah, the discrepancy between hatcheries and lair might have been interesting as well, but the 2 players went for tech, basically, you know. So no. Anyway, GG's, and yeah, I'll be casting as many of these as I can get my grubby hands on until they tell me to quit because I'm a terrible caster. So there we are. So, well, in that respect, this is the last game I casted. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.